Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. We're approaching the end of this year pretty fast. We are almost over the first week of December and I just simply cannot believe this, but it's happening and we need to get prepared. So it is the time to do a lot of great things and enjoy the season, watch the snowfall, enjoy hot chocolate, do holiday shopping, write New Year's resolutions, and so on and so forth. But it's also the time of the year where I'd like to do a look back on the previous year and look at the trends and look at the takeaways so that I can get prepared for the upcoming year. That is exactly what this video is going to be about. I will be sharing with you the social media marketing trends that we've seen in 2019 and also with some projections into 2020 so that you can prepare yourself, prepare your business, and see what's coming up in the next year. If you follow me on social media, you might have seen that I attended the Social Media Week in November, and it was a 3-day event full of great speeches, panels, and lots of networking opportunities, which I really enjoyed. First of all, I haven't been getting out of the house a lot lately and having adult conversations since I'm on maternity leave. So that was definitely a change for me and I enjoyed it greatly. But anyway, what I'd like to do after these types of events is to sit down and reflect on the takeaways and look at the repeating themes that the speakers and the thought leaders of the industry have been talking about. So that is exactly what I did, and I have 6 big takeaways from the Social Media Week Toronto, and in this video I will be sharing those with you and hoping that it will be as eye-opening for you as it was for me. So if you're ready, let's get started. I will have my coffee in my hand and it will be like a coffee chat. If you want to take some notes while I'm speaking, you're welcome to do so. If you're lazy to do that, just grab a coffee. I also have a blog post on the same topic and I have written down all of the notes more in detail in the blog post, so you can check that out after watching this video if you want to. Okay, so let's get started. I have 6 big takeaways from the Social Media Week Toronto and I don't want to keep it very long, so let's get started. Okay, so the first big theme of the event was community first, and this might come as a surprise because for years and years marketers have been talking about content and content and content. But in the recent years there has been so much content created on the digital platforms and it is kind of becoming a noisy place to find the right information and reach the right content. And with all of this content increase, there is also a decrease in the attention span of people. And with all the increase in the amount of content that we see in the online world, the audience actually requests something else. They want engagement, they want to be heard, they want the brands, the businesses to react and to respond to them. And this brings us to building communities and how important building communities is for businesses. And this will be the future of the communication that businesses will have with their consumers. People have stopped to trust in brands just simply because they create content that is entertaining. They want businesses to put a face to the brand and to humanize it, to make it more relatable, to make them feel more like they're following a friend rather than a business. So what businesses should really focus on as of this year is to really prioritize the community, try to have two-way conversations with their community, to motivate them, to educate them, to respond to them, and to really show that they care about the consumers. Brands should listen, they should solve problems and make sure that they let their consumers, they let their audience know that they're heard. Number 2 is influencer fraud and the direction towards more authentic, more real and down-to-earth content. So many people this past year have been doing social media detoxes where they unfollow the accounts where they don't get any value anymore and they don't trust in anymore because all of the posts are paid posts apparently. A funny thing that was presented at the event was by Steve Bartlett, the CEO of The Social Chain, and he showed a presentation of a lifestyle influencer. I think she was based in the UK, I don't remember the name, but it was hilarious because every single week she is paid by a different hotel and she goes to a different hotel, takes a beautiful picture of herself, and she claims that that's her favorite hotel. And apparently every single week her favorite hotel changes. And it's just funny to see that this type of content was being liked and promoted in the past years, but apparently no longer. And that is just simply fantastic news. So I want to say thank you, world, for bringing up this influencer fraud and to hopefully delete it from our world. People want to see vulnerabilities, people want to see failures and mistakes and unhappy moments just as much as they want to see positive moments, and also the challenges and struggles people are going through. Because when you look at Instagram, some of the accounts, it just looks like they're living the fairy tale, and we know it's not true, but it's just that what they are portraying is that, and it is giving a wrong message. People want to hear advice from their friends, from people that they can trust, and not because it is a paid brand deal. So when businesses are working with influencers, this is something that they should really strictly pay attention to. And there's also a shift from the macro influencers to micro influencers because they have a more engaged and more direct relationship with their audiences. So businesses should take this into account as well. People are really seeking for authentic information and authentic content, and that is definitely the direction we're heading to. So personally, I'm super happy about that. I hope you are pumped too, and I hope that businesses are paying attention to this. There's a lot of behavioral change around this subject as well. People are doing social detoxes. They are doing social self-care. They're trying to be more mindful of the content that they consume, and they're really being picky about the accounts they're following and the brands they're following. And on top of this, they're actually also mocking wrong behavior. They're calling out plagiarists. They are seeking for real value, and all of this information should really be taken seriously by brands, so they head into a right direction in terms of the content they create, especially when they're collaborating with influencers. Number 3 is our short attention span, and well, having said this, I hope you're still watching this video because you might have already clicked away since it is longer than a minute. And who has time to watch these things anymore? I don't even know. Why am I creating this content? I'm confused. Anyway, getting back to my point about the short attention span, there has never been this much content to consume and this many social platforms available for us to use. And therefore, clearly, we have shorter attention spans. And businesses should really pay attention to this one because the most scarce commodity that we have is time, and businesses are actually competing to get our times and not really for our money anymore. So this is something to really sit back and reflect upon, because that can really change the strategy of how you are approaching your clients, how you're doing your marketing strategy. And what was I just saying? I just received a message and I forgot what I was saying. So exactly my point. Short attention span. We are so distracted by everything in our world. This is something that should definitely be on the top of the list for businesses to strategize on. Number 4 is social listening, and I personally really like this one. It is connected to the first one that was community first, but there's a little twist to it. Social listening is a great method to hear your audience, to get to know them, to listen to their pains, challenges, needs, listen to your competition, what they are doing at the moment. Is your audience liking what your competition is doing? Or do they have any complaints? Do they have any requests? You are able to look at all of this information, and all of it is basically free if you put your time into it. If you're not doing social listening properly, you might be losing on a lot of sales opportunity, a lot of churn opportunity as well, and your customers might be leaving you and you wouldn't even know that they are because you're not doing the research and you're not hearing them out. There was a great case study about Wendy's and Burger King and the chicken nuggets story, and this was actually mentioned in several different speeches at the event, and I really enjoyed hearing about this because I hadn't heard of it before. So if you don't know about it, you can also do some research and look at the Twitter battle that has been going on between Wendy's and Burger King, or look at my blog post to see a snapshot of it and a link to some more information on this. But in a very short summary, something that triggered this whole situation is a tweet by Chance the Rapper, and here it is. I'm gonna read it to you. Positive affirmations for today. I will have a good day. I will succeed today. Wendy's will bring back spicy nuggets at some point. Please, please, Lord, let it be today. And this is really a crazy story because Wendy's replies to this tweet and they say, y'all keep asking, so here's your chance. The people in charge say if you guys can get our tweet, this one right here, to 2 million likes, they will bring spicy chicken nuggets back. Let's freaking do this. And while this campaign is going on to get this tweet to 2 million likes, Burger King is super smart and they're doing their social listening, and they hear this out and they add the spicy chicken nuggets to their own menu. And I don't remember the details, unfortunately, but within 3 months, they actually sell out of all of their stock because they bring the spicy chicken nuggets before Wendy's does, and there's a whole like Twitter battle going on about this chicken nugget thing. I really encourage you to take a look at this case and really study it and take some lessons. Number 5 is being a digital savage and a savage marketer, and I really like this idea. An example I want to share about this is also from Burger King and Wendy's situation. The main message about this is to take advantage of any content you can, whether it is your competition's content or whether it's your customer's content. So go ahead, follow what your competition is saying, follow what their audience is telling them to do. Okay, so I just woke up, but I am very determined to finish this video, so we are going to do that. I was at the very end of number 5, and I was about to say that what Burger King did with Wendy's tweets was really smart, and they trolled Wendy's tweets, and they even ran a promoted campaign on Twitter. Right, baby? Yeah, they were so smart, but we're not gonna eat Burger King, right? Because we don't eat fast food. Okay, number 6 is switching to private messaging, switching to text messaging and private groups. This is a trend that I know was going on, but I haven't been a participant in this. But the point is that you might also be seeing that a lot of thought leaders, industry leaders, and major influencers are switching from just regular social media accounts to private messaging. They have their own WhatsApp groups, Facebook private groups, and private messaging groups as well. And there is definitely a direction towards private conversations and going for more engagement versus more reach. One of the biggest thought leaders and influencer that is doing this at the moment is Gary Vee, and right now I'm seeing on almost all of his content his cell phone number so that people can text him. And one of the speakers at the event, again, Steve Bartlett from The Social Chain, he was also going for the private messaging, and his talk was actually also big on heading towards private messaging. So that's a wrap. I've counted 6 of the big takeaways, the big repeating themes of the Social Media Week Toronto, and I think these should be very helpful in terms of planning for 2020 and just overall seeing what is coming up in the social media marketing world. And it will be very useful to reflect upon these themes before 2020 hits us. So I hope that you found the video helpful, you've enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a like, please subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Oh my god, there's so many things to ask from you, but I hope you do all of these because it really means a lot and it really supports the growth of this channel, and it keeps me motivated to come back to you with these weekly videos. So yeah, if you want to support us, you know what to do. Yeah, they know what to do. Yeah, they know what to do. We trust you guys and we love you, and take care, and we'll see you in the next video.